Today's
Yeah.
Mamba moment of the day. Yeah, today's Mamba moment of the day goes back to January 23rd, 2006. It is Kobe's 81 point game. He did it against the Raptors. It was a home game. Um, the Lakers won 122 to 104, but no one cares about that 122. It is all about the 81. Kobe literally scored two-thirds of the team's points. Um, guys, it's hard when you think of Kobe, when you think of all the great games. It's hard not to, think of this one first. 81 points. Um, what second most scored points in the history of the league for one game. What comes to mind when you guys think of that 81 point game?
Oh, bro. Like looking back at this, um, it's just like there's moments in the game, like you see kind of greatness. You see like the will of the guy that just wants to I want this game, and you're not gonna stop me, no matter what you do. Like that was this game. Like that. It's basically Kobe in a nutshell. It's yeah.
Yeah, the mid range was on point. The 3 point was there. Driving to the hoop, the dunks, the free throws. We're talking about a three-level score. This is a three-level score at its finest. King, 81 points, man. What comes to mind when you think of this game?
Yeah, this is pretty much what Kobe is. When you think about it, down 20 plus points in the first half, and he just continued to will and will. Honestly, um, think about it. Like with certain players and certain teams nowadays, you down by that much points. Most of them kind of pack it in mid third quarter. If you're still down 15, all right, we'll save it for the next game. Not Kobe. Kobe kept battling, battling, battling. I think they said he had 55 in the second half, which is absurd. 55 points in 20 in one half. Um, yeah, it just shows his determination. This is kind of one of the reasons why I have him as my GOAT. It's not only that he scored 81, it's the circumstances. We were down by 20 plus points in this game and won this game by almost 20. So, complete turnaround, and it's all on the shoulders of one player.
Yeah, and the thing is, what's crazy about the 81 point game is that the Raptors, up until like the latter part of the third quarter, the Raptors were winning. So this is not him just like pat statting. This is like he had to, like, if he didn't do this, the Lakers would have lost the game. Like the Raptors were winning the game like all of the first half up until the end of the third quarter. So the Lakers needed every one of those 81 points, and um that part is that's the part that is just like, yo, he wasn't doing it in a blowout game. Like they needed every one of those buckets. So yeah, this is Kobe. This was Kobe at his like this greatest scoring game. He displayed his full arsenal. Just yeah, just crazy. Such a
Just
crazy game.
can I just add to the craziness?
Of
Like
course.
so how many of those points do you think came from 3 point line?
Oh man, he didn't. What? Maybe I would say maybe 15 points.
You're close. Seven
Okay.
shots. Like he made
Wow.
seven 3 points, 7 3 pointers out of 13. That's damn near
Wow.
50%. Like it's I mean that's
Yeah.
yeah, it's nasty. And also like even to go back, like he only had one personal foul. He only had 3 turnovers. He played he and he did it in 42 minutes.
Yeah. He shot 28 for 46 from the game, 18 for 20 from free throw. So yeah, just such an iconic game. I remember it. I remember it. I believe it was a Sunday. I was living in LA at the time, and I remember starting to watch the game right after halftime, and maybe like a couple minutes into that third quarter, and it was just like, what the fuck? That's when he was just going off, and it was just like, what the fuck? And it got to the point where, okay, he'll get to 60. Okay, 70. And then when he passed 71, they were like, oh, most points since like David Robinson. Then all of a sudden, oh, he
Yeah.
just passed Wilt. He just passed Wilt again. And then when he got, and it was just like, and it was just like the only thing people were talking about like that Monday morning in LA was, yeah. And I think the one image that always stands out to me, when he just walked off the court, Phil Jackson gave him a look, and Kobe just had that one finger in the air. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
So, yeah,
you were watching history. You were watching
watching
history
history.
in the making. Like it's yeah. So to that point, I also remember like when I was like I was I was at home, and the thing is like at the time of this game, and by the way, this game was when was this game specifically? Because like I kind of remember what I was doing, but I'm like this game was
January, so just January '06.
January '06. Yeah, so I just started. This is the funny part. Like I started my second year in yeah, I didn't know if it was the first or the second year, but I remember closely like I came home. I was basically like getting out of like college, like second year, and I was like beat. I was beat. Like I was tired, and you know when you're in like in that mood, like I let me just put the TV on, just to put the
Yeah.
TV on. I didn't know there was a game, and as soon as I watched that, there's a meme like there's something out there that I don't know if you've seen it before, where it's like that you're like slanted back and then you move forward slowly, like
Yeah.
with more, and it's just uh, bro, like that. I and I remember that my dad said like, yeah, they're just gonna lose, and I'm like, yo, but you're not watching this guy. Like like he's on fire. Like this guy, like and he said, yeah, nah, and in Spanish it's kind of like, yeah, ese tipo un caballo. Like, como que, yeah, like he's literally a thoroughbred. He's a horse. Like it's oh,
Yeah.
man, yeah, we
Yeah.
were, and then like came that third quarter, and my dad was speechless. I was like, it was just silence. We were just watching the game, like nobody was talking anymore. That was
Hmm.
like that was the impressive part.
Yeah. Well, if you are watching this or viewing this on August 1st, we will be playing the entire 81 point game tonight in the fan cave at 7 p.m. West Coast, 10 p.m. East Coast. So watch that entire 81 point game with us on playback, PGM Fan Cave. Um, yeah. So, King, any final thoughts on this 81 point game?
Masterclass. When you look at his supporting cast, like I said, this game was won on his shoulders. He carried the whole team to this victory.
All right. Sounds
By the
good.
way, just to add, just to guess without looking at the box score. And King, how many other guys were in double figures?
One.
Two. It was Chris Min and Coach Parker.
Yeah.
Smush Parker.
Talking about one guy doing all the work. This is your Mamba moment of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow.